Hey, Jesse.
Hello, Lindsay.
I look like a Victorian child with dysentery.
No, you don't.
We've been just hanging out all day at the house.
I mean, we just feel like that. I don't
Yeah.
think, you don't look like that at all. No, never.
I need some color. I need some color in my face. But anyways, Jesse, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking bourbon. I got Bardstown. It's a bourbon company, and it's in the Bourbon Bible. And I have the Bible that Lindsay has, and we love the Bible.
Yes.
The Bourbon Bible.
So Jesse really loves bourbon. I'm trying to get two different cameras here at the same time. Jesse really loves bourbon, and so I got him the Bourbon Bible, and I have been referring to it when I want to buy him a bottle of bourbon.
You can't go wrong. So she got me that for Christmas, and then
Yes.
this one, Heaven Hill. If you haven't been on the hill,
That
go.
one I got for his birthday because it is in December.
I'm loving this one. You can tell that I've already drank some more of the other. I'm like, yeah, that's. But this is a good conversational bourbon. So older dudes, if you got a man or somebody that wants to partake into a conversational drink where they just have something where they're not, trying to get wasted.
He was given
the flavor notes in this is amazing.
He was given one of our nephews, I guess you would call it, our 20-year-old's best friend. He was giving him the whole rundown of bourbon the other day. It was on Christmas Eve. It was really cute. So,
Yeah, no, he had just turned 21 not long ago.
Yes.
So we were just like, hey, it's not about partying. You can actually enjoy these drinks, a mixed drink or a cocktail or even a bourbon, on the rocks or neat if you want. It's more about the conversation. Mm-hmm. Not about just getting wasted all the time.
Right, not just chugging. You're going to have a little sip, a little convo. It's a whole vibe.
I mean, party, but still at the same time, you got to do it responsibly and know,
Yeah, he was letting him know what we do in our 40s. We just sip and I don't know these things. So I'm having a watermelon Vista Bay from my local Aldi. Love the Vista Bay. Boop. And I kind of chug these things like water because they're delicious, low calorie, no carbs. It's great. It's great. It's great.
She does it.
So, first of all, we want to tell you. Hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on the new year. And actually, this will be New Year's Eve when this episode drops.
Okay.
When this recap drops. So, yeah.
New Year's Eve.
We won't have an episode out on Friday like we normally do. But then the following week, we will. And that will be week 1 and episode 1 of our multi-parter about the Jinx. And,
It's a 4-parter thing.
well, I don't know if it's 4.
Maybe 3.
It's going to definitely be 3. Could be 4, but definitely 3.
And I'm going to try to get a
3.
buddy in on that one that's kind of a drummer celebrity kind of person. He's played in some bigger bands and stuff, so you will know him whenever I say it. We'll see if we can work it out, though.
So what made you feel old this week? For our TikTok live fans, we do that on our episodes. I always ask Jesse.
I didn't know we had to.
Just think of something.
Oh.
So we, for our TikTok listeners right now, what we do on our episodes every week. And if this is your first time seeing us on YouTube, we always ask each other. Well, I asked Jesse what made him feel old. Go.
Thinking that I can eat more than what I used to. Is that weird? Because I showed up twice with big old plates of food, and I was like, God, I'm going to tear this shit up. I ate like half of it, and I felt bad. Not that I needed to eat that much, but at the same time, I didn't eat all damn day long. And then I was like, all right, I got my food. I'm going to tear this down. I don't know. Is that weird? Older people just eat less?
No, they say that that's the problem is because we did not have anything. So your stomach has shrunk up and you can't intake all that food that we put on our plate.
I wanted to get it in, I like to eat. And I had a little bit of everything. It was a big plate. It was huge. And I felt old because I couldn't take it down. So I was like, I thought I could tackle this monster, and I couldn't do it. So I was like, I'm an old man now. And just need a small plate.
We're in our 40s.
We'll
it's
share
whatever.
a plate next time.
It's whatever. So what made me feel old was, this is year 5 of having a Christmas with grandchildren. Yeah.
Now you hit me with something real and hard. No, I was just over here bullshitting about trying to eat a whole plate, and you're hitting something real.
I mean, it's crazy, isn't it?
That is.
Year 5 of having Christmases with grandchildren. So that's wild. And then this year, oh my God. So we have everybody over to stay the night. We have a little slumber party, and they were up at 4:30, and we were like, no, you will wait till 7.
Yeah, we were about to crash out about 8. That evening.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel old about none of that. I love the magic. It was very fun, and they think our house is a magical place. So I love that.
Magical, yes.
That's really awesome.
Yes.
We're good grandparents, I think.
That's the ultimate goal when you are a grandparent, is just to make sure that your grandkids love coming to your house and it's a magical place. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't take much. Like we're just clean here and we have toys. That's it. And we have food. So we make cookies with them and fun stuff like that.
Silas was eating Santa's cookies the next day.
The old, stale cookies that we made for Santa.
I even found a beard hair in one of them. It was kind of gray like yours, Daddy. I said, well, Santa's beard, you know.
And, the milk was still out. Like, that was one thing that we didn't, we forgot to clean that up. Yeah. It was a lot. It was a lot. Christmas Day is so much for us. But, co-host.
Oh, some people want to join in on that.
Well, we'll do that another time. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we'll do that another time.
Yeah, we'll do a special one.
We'll figure out what co-hosting is.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. So yeah, we're new at this. We're kind of boomerish in the world here of.
Yeah, definitely hit us up on the socials if you do want to co-host on something like that. We'll do it. We'll hook it up.
That would be fun.
We'll make some plans.
That would be fun. Okay, so we're recapping the Lawson family. You can call it the Lawson family murders, the family massacre, the family annihilation. So
I don't think a lot of people know about this one.
What happened was in 1929, a man named Charles Lawson, who had been married for 18 years. He had 8 children. Unfortunately, one did pass in 1920. So by 1929, he still had 7 children that he was taking care of. And they had a farm. They had been previous sharecroppers. And they saved up enough money to buy their own farm. And they lived in, Germantown.
Yeah, and apparently he had like some kind of head injury or something, you said, right?
Yes. So I think it was, maybe I didn't write it down. Yeah, I'm looking over my notes here. I did not write down exactly when his head injury happened, but he did have one. And they say that after that, he was a little bit more erratic and short-tempered. And then 2 weeks before Christmas in 1929, which was a very, very hard time in this country, he took his family to town 2 weeks before Christmas to get like a family photo, to get brand new clothes.
And I've seen the photo. Yeah, they were all dressed up and done up. And, and everybody in the Depression age, what were their faces looking like?
That was their faces.
It really was. One of the daughters had a little grin, but...
Yeah, she was younger. She was probably happy. And
just to be in town, for sure. Yeah, we're going to town, right? Yeah.
So... on Christmas, so this was 2 weeks before Christmas. He said that he was doing this for them for a Christmas surprise. And then on Christmas morning, the family gets up, they open presents, and Fanny, his wife, she goes to the kitchen to start her Christmas Day chores of making the food. She starts with making a Christmas cake.
Women be doing the work. What movie did we watch where the chick finally just fled and then went to the talk show thing?
It was a new one with Michelle Pfeiffer. It was called Oh, period, what, period, fun, period.
Watch that, because women do be doing the work for Christmas. You know what? And it's exactly what she said. She said, instead of saying I love you, it's how about, let's say, how can I help?
Yeah.
That's more love than what you can ever express, because saying the words don't mean shit. When you get your ass in the kitchen and help out, Even if dudes, just move some trash, set up some stuff, whatever.
Right, because I don't really, other than him, he's learned to work around me and knows my rhythm and flow in the kitchen. I don't really want anybody in there, but do something else in the house. Sweep.
You got to notice the bubble
clean
around
up trash.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Lindsay has this bubble, and you don't get in that bubble when she's in the zone.
No.
So I'm just like, let me just bounce around it because I don't want to. Yeah.
And that's why she's in the zone. And that's why I always say no to help in the kitchen unless I can just come up. Like I can tell Jesse, okay, grate some cheese, chop some this, chop some that. And he knows now because I have taken the time to
bounce off my skills, whatever I can do and handle, and you don't have to worry about that part. Yeah.
Right. Help me empty the dishes, or because sometimes that helps, just emptying the drying rack, whatnot. So Fanny, she's doing the work, and Charles decides to send Arthur, who is his oldest boy,
the biggest one,
and he is 16 years old at the time. He was like, "Hey, if you want to go rabbit hunting," and that is what they did. You got to go to town. You got to get some ammunition. Well, there's a lot of theories behind the fact of why he sent Arthur off. But now that we've seen the size of Arthur, it had to be because of his size. He was as big as him.
At first, I had some different ideas and thoughts, but you put it all in perspective at the end. Go ahead and spill it on him, Lindsay. God, it was a bad one.
So Arthur leaves. He goes to town to get ammunition, and one by one, I definitely want you guys to go back and listen to the episode. One by one, he takes every single member of his family out. Charles does.
With a shotgun.
And then he goes to the woods and he takes his own life. Now, he does not annihilate everybody with the shotgun.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
He strangled?
He took the life of the baby.
Yeah,
there was a baby.
That's right.
So a trigger warning on that if you listen. And there was 4 kids like under 8. So yeah.
It was rough.
And his 2 daughters that he shot first, they were happy and skipping on their way to their aunt and uncle's house across the field. And he took them out with a shotgun. And then hold on one second. I have to fix this thing. Okay.
We're messing with the lives over here.
Yeah, our live is restricted.
It's going.
I do put in the thing in our caption. It's true crime recap. So, anyways, we are, where are we at? We are recapping. I'm going to say this in the YouTube because we are on TikTok Live. We are recapping a true crime episode that does deal with murder and self-harm. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
yeah,
sorry.
You're talking about the girls skipping across the field. And then
we just had a restriction on TikTok Live. That's why I was stating
dealing
that.
with the socials.
Yeah. So anyways, so the family is all gone. And Arthur, the only surviving son, to hear about this is he's still in town buying ammunition when he gets word of his family's annihilation. And then after that, his brother, he decides to come in and turn this place into
a theme park.
Yeah. A tourist
y'all
attraction.
Come and pay some money.
For many, many years. Many years. And the Christmas cake that was never served to the family became one of the main attractions, and people would take raisins off the top of it as souvenirs.
Yeah, they had to put it in a glass case because people were like, ooh, I can get a free raisin from the horror house.
Well, and then they ended up burying the cake. I don't know why they had to bury it. Maybe that was like significant.
Symbolic.
Yeah. There we go.
But burying the dad with all the kids and the fam, that wasn't cool, like you said.
No, not at all. So there are many theories behind why Charles did this. Number one is his brain injury, but his brain was studied by Johns Hopkins Hospital. But, this is still this is 29.
Yeah.
It was a different time. Resources were different. Science was different.
You said science wasn't sciencing then.
It was not.
Yeah. Wow.
Then there was the trigger warning. I'm going to go ahead and say that. There was the theory that there was incest involved with him and his daughter, Marie. And
which we felt like that was probably more accurate.
Yes.
And he was trying to eliminate the struggle of his oldest son, because his oldest son was a big dude. Like, he was a full-grown dude. Like, he would have probably thrown a wrench in the spokes, and all the thinkings and his plan. So that's why he sent his son off.
Well, the theory
maybe that was coming out to light,
The theory behind with Charles and Marie was known and said by other people in town, friends, and family. So that is why that is thought to be the more accurate theory, that there was an incestual relationship and she was pregnant with the child.
Right. You can't hide it no more.
Right.
It's coming time. You couldn't hide it. Yeah.
Right.
But on Christmas, Lindsay, on
Christmas Day. That's pretty freaking brutal.
That's why I'm grabbing this, because
pretty freaking brutal. So definitely go back, listen to that full episode. We did put it out on Christmas Day.
61 episode.
Episode 61. And then we have, of course, our full catalog. And I'm going to bring, so the song that we feature on that is, the band is called Good Boy with 2 I's. It's Goodboi. And the song is called Shoot Me, Salute Me.
You can find it on YouTube. I didn't see a lot on their socials, but check it out if you're into, it was like a rap ballad of just gangster rap stuff.
It was really cool.
Which is it was an amazing song. Kind of a weird contrast when we've came across that a couple of times. But we love to support music, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, and there was a little bit of paranormal stuff behind the Lawson family murders, and that snow nor leaves will fall on Charles's grave, and they're all buried in the same plot.
And we want to do some deeper diving on that, because
there's not. No. I tried.
You did?
There's not a lot of info
really?
On this case. Period. I heard about this case first because I do want to plug this again. I do in the episode. If you don't listen to Disgraceland,
you
get on that right now.
That you had found this is like a diamond in the rough for true crime. Not saying that diamond is true crime by any means, but you found this.
It was a hunk of coal.
Coal in the middle of all the mix of old history that is horrific. Yeah.
So it was. So Disgraceland is a complete music. Well, not complete. They do some actors too, but it's a music. True crime or music-based true crime show podcast by Jake Brennan, and he talks about true crime in the music world, which I love.
Was it like both. The drummer of Derek and the Dominoes?
The true crime is about the drummer from Derek and the Dominoes, and the B story is the Lawson family murders.
Wow.
So and he puts on a production.
And you pried it out of it. You were like, here's their thing. And you're like, here's this rock. There's this glowing rock. I'm going to pry it out. And then there it is. And then the whole story came out.
I thought that it was a fake story. I thought it was a fictional novel. I do say that in the episode as well, but it is not. It is a true story. And but unfortunately what I said is the extent to the information.
Yeah, that was distastefully tasteful that you dug that out for everybody, Lindsay.
Well, there's a few more people that cover it for sure.
Yeah.
But there is a book out that I could not find on audiobook, and that's the only way that I can read a book these days is listen to it audibly. So it's called White Christmas, Bloody Christmas. And this came out in the 90s. And that has a lot of the theories behind why they think this happened, because it's just not
into that. Yeah.
And what's crazy is there's not a lot about Arthur, who was the lone survivor, except he got into an accident 15 years later and passed away after he left he left behind a wife and 4 children.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, deeper dive if you want to check out the podcast, drinkaboutSomething.site or Gen Z, JENDSEY, on anything, you will find us. Just Google it. It's easy to find.
So here, every now and then what I'm going to do is on these recaps is I'm going to grab a script from a previous episode and we'll recap that. Because we didn't recap them all in the beginning.
No.
So this is an old one. This was our second episode. And we were just talking about it the other night.
Oh, you got to pull something up.
Yes.
Okay.
So
oldies.
The McMartin preschool trial.
Oh, yeah.
So this came to our
Episode 2,
attention. Yes. So my best friend, she was just listening to this episode the other day, and she was like, I'm so confused. Was all that lies or not? And it is. So we're going to get into it just really quickly. So
in California, right? Wasn't that?
Yes. Yeah. Manhattan Beach, California.
Uh-huh.
A daycare that was ran by Virginia McMartin and Peggy McMartin Bucky. They ran this daycare. It was a family daycare. It had been around for 28 years.
Wow.
28 years.
So this is a twofer, like, little conversation that we're having around here.
And it had been around for 28 years and was attended by children of upper middle class families. And they had won awards for their services. Now, in 1983, this woman named Judy Johnson, she was a mom of one of the preschoolers who was 2 years old. She reported to the police that her son had been, trigger warning, assaulted. Listen to the full episode, Drink About Something.
Oh, and we were babies. We still are.
Yes.
But we were so babies then.
So that her son had been assaulted by one of the teachers at McMartin Preschool, and his name was Ray Bucky, and this was the son of Peggy Bucky. So he was a family member. He was in the family. Now, she made several accusations about other daycare workers involving animals, harm to the children, and
they said they were going on field trips.
Yeah. So what happened before we get into that part? What happened was, so Susan, is that what I said? Yeah, Susan Johnson, she made this accusation. So that made this daycare become under investigation. Now, there wasn't enough evidence to convict anybody, but they still investigated it. And basically, this woman named Key McFarland came in and somehow got all these kids in this daycare, like past, present, everything, to just make up these insane stories.
Satanically, panically.
About what was going on in this daycare, that satanic rituals were happening.
Whoa.
That there was tunnels underground, that children were being flushed down the toilet.
They were sacrificing rabbits and shit.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was all, let me put this out, it was all false. It was all false.
There was some shit really happening at home, though, we feel like. Right?
Well, it all come down to Susan Johnson, who made the initial accusation, and she ended up being diagnosed with schizophrenia later on down the road. That's how crazy things can get, especially back in the Satanic Panic era. One little thing can blow up into tearing down an entire
history. I mean, if you look at like Rosewood in Florida, you know, it's happened in history. One person can plant a seed and it just spread like wildfire, you know?
And it's so sad because this entire like dynasty, I mean, people are like, oh, whatever, it's a daycare. No, this was a place of comfort for a lot of families to be able, that families trusted to bring their children. It was a family-run organization, and it was basically just
shot to hell by one seed.
By one person.
Yeah.
One person. And then Ray Bucky had to go off and live like off the grid and spend a lot of time in jail for things he didn't do. Mm-hmm. So that's terrible. And let me look. I'm going to just name a few of the things.
This is the first time we've done a twofer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just going to name off a few of the things that were
By the way, thank you guys for joining in on the lives. We are
Yes.
Drink About Something podcast, and we're sharing it on both spectrums here. We're going to record this one, and you can check it out later on YouTube. You just type in Gendsey, Jendsey, and you can see all of our content. Thank you guys so much for joining in over here.
So, things that were being accused in this scenario here, in this case, that kids, they were taking field trips to a Catholic church where people in hooded robes were sacrificing animals. Now, listen, I'm not going to go into everything because I want you guys to listen to the episode. There's some explicit things that I can't mention on TikTok here, and we kind of got both of that going at the same time. That there were underground tunnels. There was even there was 145 kids that were interviewed about these accusations about this daycare and Ray Bucky.
Is that the one where they did the thing with the little dolls and shit?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? This is the
So
one?
there's a documentary on that as well.
Manipulation it was.
But this one kid, they lined up photos of
Pissed.
Ray Bucky,
What they did with them dolls.
another person, and Chuck Norris. And the kid picked out Chuck Norris as their abusive teacher. So, like I said, these were children. They were being groomed into a farce story.
And thank you, Chuck Norris, for making that decision in Dodgeball. We just
What?
watched Dodgeball.
What are you talking
He
about?
gave it a thumbs up in Dodgeball for the final death match in Dodgeball.
That's right.
We love Chuck Norris.
But I mean, this daycare had excavations had to be had because they were being accused of animal sacrifice, so they were looking for animal bones, and even archaeologists were hired. Archaeologists.
They spent millions of dollars in research to try to
Right.
prove all the bullshit that didn't happen.
Actually, it was 360 were originally called to testify, and only 41 showed up. And then it was just, it was madness. It was satanic panic at its best. So make sure y'all go and listen to that. That was our second episode. We were still very much babies. We're still very much babies.
And that was number 2.
Yes. Yeah. So like,
We were babies. God.
I'm trying to see what the name of the documentary was that I can put that on.
Oh yeah, we watched a doc on that where they brought out the little dolls and all. And they were manipulating all these children into this big story. God, what a hell of a narrative to push on little kids. You know, what was that doc?
I don't have it listed on here.
Well, there's some documentaries on it though. You can definitely check it out.
Yes, just
McMartin
look up.
School.
Yeah, Google McMartin Preschool.
Yeah.
McMartin Preschool trial. Ray, that was kind of like his first appearance back in public since the 80s or 90s. When did this happen? When did I say this happened? This was in the 80s. Yes. So that was definitely, and Ray had to go into hiding for years. He did have a wife and child, but he had to go into hiding for years. Came out with on the documentary many years later, and it was just an insane case. It was horrible. It was terrible. It can just, and there's so many cases like that where things just get blown out of proportion, lies get told, and it's terrible. I don't know what. Give me some other words.
It was just all of the things. I think on our first episode, if we want to, we haven't recapped that one yet.
No, like I said, I'm just going to randomly pick
You know
one.
what we need to do on our about our very first one? We need to go up there because you can get like a brick from like the house and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we need to do that live there. You want to make that a thing?
We can.
Maybe this
we
fall.
could do that.
Maybe this coming fall, 2026, we'll go up there. September, October.
That would be cool.
That'd be a nice trip, North Georgia area. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, check out all of our stuff. We're drinkaboutsomething.site or drinkaboutsomethingpod@gmail.com if you have any comments. or anything, you can just send us some links if you want to be part of this whole thing. Hit us up. Let's make some plans.
Drink About Something on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you have a case that you would love to hear us talk about, if you're already a fan, hit us up. I just got a message today from one of my listeners for a request. So, yeah.
Yeah,
and so I'll be covering that
like,
one later.
There's some people that are hitting us up that do books and documentaries and things. I mean, we have tied into a couple of cool things. We're just trying to line them all up, and that would be fabulous.
Which is very exciting because this has just been like a fun hobby for us.
But sharing the information, to the masses, that is
I keep
really
knocking all
good.
the equipment down.
We're kind of global, so that's really cool. And being able to get this news and information and sharing a band, that's what I like to do.
Yes.
See, I just share some music around the world, so sharing these stories and our contrast and input and our thoughts is all it is behind something that really happened. So, yeah, that's what we're here for.
And if you're listening or watching on YouTube right now, this is live, raw, uncut, and unedited.
It is us and being us and us and us.
Yes.
Yes. Cheers,
no
everybody.
edits. So it's going to be
Happy New Year's.
fun. Well, we're going to send out another one before New Year's.
Oh, well.
I know this is New Year's. This is New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year's, by
Happy
God.
New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Happy 2026.
Yeah. Yeah. Sippy poos for New
Like
Year's.
I said, we won't have a regular episode drop on Friday like normal because we took a break for the holidays, but we will be starting with the Jinx.
And everybody on the lives, follow us.
Yes.
Follow us on the lives over there. And follow us on the YouTubes over here.
Yes.
All the lives and the YouTubes.
And I just want to let everybody know what Jesse put in my stocking. He put in my stocking. This is Swear Like a British Schoolboy. And it's a word search puzzle. And I am so excited to get into this.
I think after we get off of this, I want to do like 2 pages. Let's do 2 pages.
2 pages. Heard.
Yeah. I'm so down.
We can't talk about some of this
Sweet
on here.
Fanny Adams.
Yeah.
Go ride a bike, right?
British listeners, hit us up with your favorite swear words.
We love it. We
Yes.
love it. And you can say the C word in a lot of those countries, and get
Right.
away with it.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I think only over here it's like as offensive as it is.
Yeah, you cannot say it over here for sure.
Whatever. It's dumb.
But hey, thank you, Lindsay, for the 2-parter. Thank you for the bourbon.
The 2-parter.
The 2
The 2
recap.
recapper.
It's a 2-parter recap.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this whole legacy of
Hey,
Gen
and
Z.
gentlemen listeners, if y'all know some really good bourbons, hit me up. That way I can keep supplying Jesse drinks.
Yeah, I'm good for a month or 3.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can always need ideas.
not a bourbon
Hit me
bougie.
up. Hit me up.
St. Augustine is really hard to compete against.
It
for
is.
me.
It is.
I don't know why.
But we're going to keep experimenting because it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, we love having a cocktail and just telling stories. So this is really cool. Good avenue. Thank you guys so much on the lives. Thank you guys on YouTube. Thank you guys for following all along.
Yes, we love you so much. And we have to get off of here because these kids are just like in our face and need us. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
The kids are going to need us.
yes, but we wanted to pop on real quick.
What was
let
that
you know
in-
we're
in
still here.
Labyrinth?
We're not going anywhere.
In Labyrinth, they're like, should you need us?
Should you need us?
Yes.
So we're going to sign off.
We're here.
And we love you so much, and we'll see you next week.
Holler if you need us.
Bye.